Imagine a world that is ruled by giants, dinosaurs towering over the land and dominating every single habitat. We are familiar with T Rex and also the ones like Triceratops. But hidden in their shadows were very tiny mouse sized creatures, which were actually mammals. The one that you see here is called as a Megazostrodon. And to give you a perspective of how small they are, this is how they measure up to a human. Then, at about 66 million years ago, an asteroid struck Earth and the dinosaurs vanished, and the mammals took over. How did these small survivors rise to become the rulers of today's animal kingdom? Let's have a look. Mammals are extraordinary because they are everywhere. From icy polar caps to scorching deserts, misty mountains to lush forests, grassy plains to dark caves, and even the oceans, you will find mammals adapted to thrive. Some mammals are adapted to fly, like the flying fox or pteropus, while others become giants of the sea, like the common dolphin, which is Delphinus, and the blue whale called as Balanoptera, which is the largest animal to ever exist. Mammals also gave us the Earth's fiercest predators like Panthera leo, the lion, and Panthera tigris, the tiger. But what makes a mammal a mammal? Well, there are four features which stand out. The first one is that the mothers feed their young ones with a nutritious secretion called as a milk, which is produced from their mammary glands. This is seen across all mammals as a common feature, and hence they have the name mammals. The second feature is that the animals either have hair or fur, which is made up of the keratin protein. They are water resistant and protects them against harsh temperatures. The next feature is that they have sweat glands, which in some species help in cooling the body. But in others, they are modified for scent or even for milk production. And finally, they have a four chambered heart that keeps the oxygen flow very efficient throughout the body. In addition to the four chambered heart, they also breathe with lungs, making them efficient oxygen users in both high mountains as well as the ocean depths. They have external ears called pinnae, which help in directing the sound in the environment into the ear. And finally, they are homeothermous or warm blooded, meaning they keep their body temperature stable regardless of the environmental temperature. They have two pairs of limbs, and these are adapted and reshaped for various activities like walking, running, climbing, burrowing, swimming, and even flying. Isn't it amazing that it's the same basic limb plan, but it has been modified to give us the powerful legs of a horse, the wings of a bat, or the flipper of a whale? Then there's their teeth, the secret weapon. Unlike reptiles, which often have a uniform teeth, mammals evolved something called as the differentiated teeth. So if I have to show you in a human mouth, we have four types of teeth. The incisors are out in the front. Next to them, we have canines. Then we have the premolars and the molars, which are towards the back of the jaw and usually help in chewing. The differentiated teeth are seen across mammals, but they may vary in their shape, their placement, and even in their number, depending upon what the animals use it for. These teeth are specialized for everything from gnawing the wood, as used by rodents, to tearing the flesh, like how a tiger would use, or to grinding grass, like how a cow or a horse would use their teeth. When it comes to reproduction, mammals didn't stick to just one strategy. Most of the mammals are what we call as viviparous, meaning they give birth to live young ones that has developed inside the uterus of the mother. And this development is enabled with the help of a structure called as the placenta. They are also called as eutherians or the placental mammals. They include everything from the rat, monkeys, elephants, camels, horses, dogs, cats, and even us humans. Next, we have the prototherians or the egg-laying mammals like the platypus. They share this egg-laying feature with their ancestors, which are the reptiles. And finally, we also have the marsupials or the pouched mammals like the kangaroo. They give birth to tiny babies like these, and they then crawl into the pouch of these animals. All three different strategies, and all of them lead to the survival of the progeny. So, after the dinosaurs disappeared, mammals radiated rapidly into countless forms and niches. The ancestors of the present day placental mammal was a five toed, short legged insectivore which looked like this. And then they underwent a process called as adaptive radiation. It's an evolutionary process where many species are created from a common ancestor when a group of the same species of these ancestor move to different geographical areas. From this, the major branches of mammals evolved out. So these major branches were based upon the type of locomotion they showed. So then we had the climbing mammals, we had the flying mammals, we had burrowing mammals, we have the running mammals, and we also have the swimming mammals. Here is the most fascinating part. The mammals didn't just adapt to their environment, they reshaped the planet. How did they do that? So, plants evolved thorns and toxins to defend themselves against mammals, right? So, this is a common knowledge that we have. So, what did the animals do? In turn, mammals evolved stronger teeth and complex digestive systems to keep up. Evolution became sort of like a race, and mammals thrived in that race. So, whether you take the egg laying platypus, or the huge elephant, or the agile kangaroo, or the roaring lion, the flying bat, or the whale, mammals have become one of the most versatile and successful groups of animals on Earth. So versatile that even humans evolved from them. Primates diverged from other mammals at about 85 million years ago. So, when I say primates, the organisms like lemurs, lorises, tarsiers, monkeys, apes, and even humans. These are the animals that we call as apes. There are two types of apes, the lesser apes like gibbon and the greater apes or hominids like orangutan, gorilla, chimpanzee, and us humans. The hominids or these great apes all descended from a common ancestor. So it's important to notice that we did not come directly from apes or monkeys, but the apes as well as us shared a common ancestor. So what do these look like? Well, this obviously are the humans. Then these are the chimpanzees, the gorillas, and the orangutans.